Brothers and sisters, today Masses are offered for all the perpetual and annual intentions. And for the following intentions, the people who died in San Diego, Lisa Al-Qashamoun, the late wife of Robert, who was one of the parish council members of this cathedral, Sabah Micha, Bahija Shoka, Steve Kassab, Hayat Hanna, Salim Daoud Salmo, Nicholas Nasir Haddad, and mass intentions for those who died in Michigan, Bricha Oro Qarana, Margaret Tomina Hajjar, Nazhat Oro, Victoria Bashi Qarana. Mass intentions for those who died in other places, Franz Firas Odish, who died in Canada, Elia Risco Al-Shamas, who died in Australia, Hermes Dencha Blender, who died in Ankawa, Mariam Zero Gorgis, who died in England. Mass intentions for the occasion of 40, Minaz Thomas Sulaka, Suhaila Hermes Shaheen, Yazi Ablahad Mushe, Alishwa Gorgis Shamona, Widad Micha Patros. Mass intentions for the memory of 1 year, Jamila Oram Herfi, Luay Herfi, Hanne Iskander Gor. Our announcements are the late Nawal Jamil Konja died in San Diego. Funeral Mass will be on Monday, tomorrow, at 11 a.m. at St. Peter Cathedral. The late Hana Nisan Yusuf died in San Diego. Funeral Mass will be on Monday at 10 a.m. at St. Michael Church. The late Saada Jajju Nisan died in Arizona. Funeral Mass will be on Monday at 10 a.m. at St. Joseph Church. My dear brothers and sisters, many of you have heard the news in social media about Bishop Shaleta, myself, and about how I handled the church money. I have never in my priestly life or episcopal life abused any penny of the church money. On the contrary, I have done my best to preserve and manage the donations of the church properly. One donor from the community gave me money to give it to the poor and to the needy. He told me, "I trust you, Sayyidina, and I will not ask for any receipts. Give this money to the poor that you know." A financial committee member of our church reported to the Vatican that there were money missing. He's mentioning that money that was dedicated for the poor. When he asked me about it, I said that money was given to the purpose to be given to the poor, and I gave it to the poor. He then gathered paperwork from the church files without my consensus and sent them to Rome. The Vatican did an investigation about me without even notifying me. I wrote a letter to the Vatican saying, "If you don't me and you don't trust me, I will resign from my work." When I arrived to this diocese in 2017, the first week in my office, the church secretary came to me and said, "Sayyidina, we have no money to pay our bills." I took one shamasha and one parish council with me, and then we started visiting some families, asking for donations. Then we had to take a loan from bank to pay the accumulated loans that were taken from many members of the church without interest. I worked hard with all my brother priests and our good volunteers and people who are close to church to put this diocese on the track and to serve our Chaldean community. I brought 7 priests from other Chaldean dioceses and ordained 10 new priests. And they are doing the magnificent service and work to our church communities in all the 13 parishes that we have in our eparchy. But some people who were not happy and had other agendas, they think they can control even the Church of Christ. My brothers and sisters, the Church of Christ is found on Christ himself. I am not a rich person with big social influence, and I don't have a rich family to fight those people. All I have are the church members, yourself, that I have sincerely served faithfully for 42 years as priest and as a bishop. You are the only one who can believe me and defend my integrity and transparency in the church financial matters and in life. I served always without asking any privileges as bishop. I live in a small room and work in a small office and have a small car. St. Paul says in his letter to the Corinthians 4:8, we are afflicted in every way, but not crushed, perplexed, but not driven to despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, struck down, but not destroyed. I think there is a mean and vicious media campaign funded by very rich people against the Chaldean church and its clergy. Therefore, I ask all of you who actually attended this Holy Mass and witnessed the service that we are all offering to the Lord. I ask you during this Holy Lenten season to pray for those people and enlighten their souls and minds so that negative, evil people will not control the church, and so that those people will not spread scandals among the simple and good Christian faithful, fabricating even other lies to prove their points. Please pray for me and for all our priests, asking God the Father to protect us and His Holy Church from those evil powers. The financial report of the church is with the parish council members. If you would like, you can ask for a copy. The bingo committee of the church, they told me there was a mistake of the donation that gave me. They actually donated this year $100,000 for the eparchy, last year $150,000, and most of them are the members of the parish council, and we thank them for their efforts. I handled the church money and how we were able during my 9 years of service in this diocese to purchase and remodel 3 church buildings, purchase and remodel 4 priests' houses, remodel 2 churches and 2 other priest houses, and paid the salaries, health care and insurance, car insurance and the living cost of 33 priests that we have in our eparchy. All these years, of course, with the help and sacrifice of many volunteers who donated for the church and many good people. The church is studying the whole situation, and whatever the church decides, I will obey as a humble servant. I would like to thank each one of you and many others around the world who are praying for me and for our church. Let us implore our Savior Jesus Christ to hear our prayers. Thank you for listening, and happy Sunday to all of you. Please stand for the final.